Is Bruce Smith set to join us there, Fritzy? Bruce, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dan. It's faint, but I can hear you.
All right. Let me give the full introduction here. Hall of Famer, former Buffalo Bills and Washington Redskins defensive lineman, and NFL all-time sack leader, 11 Pro Bowls, and won Defensive Player of the Year a couple of times. And, of course, a big TV star after what we saw with Celebrity Family Feud on Sunday. Now, when did you shoot that, Bruce?
Dan, first of all, thanks for having me on your show, and it's always good to see you since the last time we played golf out in Lake Tahoe.
Now, we played in Tahoe a couple of years ago. Bruce had a golf bag that rivaled Rodney Dangerfield's in Caddyshack, and I felt bad for your caddy because that guy labored all day carrying that bag that looked like it weighed about 50 pounds, though. But, yeah, we had fun that day with Jaws.
Yeah, we had a great time out there. We actually filmed the show in the middle of February this year, and it was quite the reunion. You know, anytime you get multiple Hall of Famers together with the same type of personalities, it's always a great time. And I got to tell you, the Family Feud and NFLPA put together a great list. Orlando Pace, Michael Irving, Kevin Green, and CC Chris Carter. We had a fabulous time.
So when did you know, did you have any idea that this was going to come out?
Did I have any idea? I'm sorry.
That the video clip with Steve Harvey was going to come out on social media?
Yes, we were made aware that the show was going to come out. But during the taping of it, we had to stop the show multiple times because of my wild pitch answer. And Steve Harvey did what only Steve Harvey can do. He took it and hit it out of the ballpark.
Okay. Did this happen before? So that's not the first time you did something on Family Feud that you had to restart again because of you?
It was one time it was a technical difficulty on their fault.
Oh, okay.
The second time it was the second and third time it was my fault because of the answer, because everyone was in stitchings and they were laughing so hard. And Steve just stopped the whole show and did about a 15-minute comedy session for the audience. And I tell you, we just couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. And the way Steve's response was, and the facial expressions that he gave, it was priceless.
Well, this is how a portion of it sounded. Bruce Smith on Celebrity Family Feud.
If Captain Hook was moonlighting as a handyman, he might replace his hook with what tool?
A hammer.
Try again.
A penis.
Tell me the age a kid is too old to sleep with a what he said?
Oh, okay, Bruce. What were you thinking?
I don't know what I was thinking. That was the problem. I couldn't think at that point in time. You know, there's something about a time clock and a buzzer that it makes you become confused when you're running out of time and you don't have an answer. I gave the number one answer originally, and then when that buzzer went off a couple of times, I guess I kind of panicked.
But Bruce, of all the things you can mention in a toolbox, you mentioned a penis.
Hey, but Dan, now let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
As we were filming the show, there were multiple questions where all they talked about was sex. Michael Irving was talking about his wife, and she was playing the role of an assistant in the office. There was another question pertaining to sex, and so I was already hot wired to potentially give that answer. I just needed the time and the space.
What kind of reaction have you gotten? Have your former teammates beaten you up a little bit?
Oh my goodness, man! They they were in stitches. They were dying laughing while the show was going on, and I kept telling them that it's going to get better. It's going to get better, and there's a climax that's coming here. And
wait, you don't want to say that.
Hey, look, hey, Dan. See, the real talk about this is, we're living in some difficult times right now. Whether it's the virus, the racial tensions, and so many other difficulties in life, everyone needs a good laugh, and I
You
think
gave it to us.
I think this provided a good laugh for everyone that watches Family Feud.
All right, I'm going to call a false start penalty, and I'm going to ask you the question again so you can get it right, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Okay. If Captain Hook was moonlighting as a handyman, he might replace his hook with what tool?
A wrench.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, we were joking about it yesterday. If we were working on a car and I asked you to take something out of the toolbox, I would be afraid what you would have grabbed, given your answer on Family Feud. So,
Some of my guys text me back and said, we can't use this toolbox.
I got you at right at 200 sacks all time. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the regular season. There's, I think, 14 or somewhere around 14 more in the playoffs. But yes, 200 career regular sacks.
If I could show one, and I said that was Bruce Smith, just one sack, which one would you pick?
Oh wow, there's some very memorable ones, and some of my favorites. Obviously, the names that really stick out are Dan Marino and John Elway and Joe Montana. But one of the highlights was the safety in the end zone against the Giants and Jeff Hostetler.
Okay, in the Super Bowl, you sacked Ken O'Brien more than any other quarterback with the Jets.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, yes. They were in the division. We played them twice a year, and so I became very familiar with being in their backfield.
I'm trying to think, who didn't you get?
There's a long laundry list of them. So
no, there has to be one.
I mean a long laundry list of players that I did get, quarterbacks that I did get.
That is true. I got them all in front of me. Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bubby Brister, Aaron Brooks, Scott Campbell, Cody Carlson, Kelly Stauffer, Sean Moore.
Are some of these guys still alive?
I have no idea, Bruce. Donovan McNabb, Chad Hutchinson, Bucky Richardson, Bernie Kosar. Man, this is like a who's who of the position there.
Yeah.
How would you do if you played now in your prime? How many sacks?
Well, I think since the game has evolved and they're throwing the ball roughly 30% more in this era of football, I think I would do extremely well, particularly if I played in a 4-3 defense, and particularly if there was another dominant pass rusher that was on the line of scrimmage with me. I playing in that 3-4 defense, obviously, it's very difficult to get to the quarterback because it's easier to get a double team or a second or third hat on that dominant defensive player. But I think I would fare very well in this era of football.
Oh, I'm sure you would too. If invited, will you go back on Family Feud?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I might give you another doozy, though. I can't make any promises.
You look great. You look like you could give me maybe 5 to 10 plays.
That's about it.
Hey, thanks for being a good sport. And I wasn't surprised you came on. And I enjoyed our time when we've played golf together. And keep smiling, Bruce. It's great to talk to you.
Same here, Dan. Let's spread a little love around the world, man. We need it right now.
Thank you, sir. And I'll just stay away from your toolbox. But thank you, Bruce.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Take
That's
care.
The great Bruce Smith, Hall of Famer, 200 career sacks.